How we doing today? Nice to see you. I'm here to say megapixels don't matter. Changed my mind. Stick around. All right, so the title is kind of clickbaity, saying megapixels don't matter.
How dare you!
In some ways, they just don't matter. Most of the pictures I've taken throughout my time have been on 5 megapixel cameras, 3.2 megapixel cameras. I mean, a lot of my greatest memories were captured on cameras like this. And I think it's good to look back at these pictures. In the new year, I'm kind of waxing nostalgic a little bit, thinking that, you know, we spend all this time chasing after the newest technology and the more megapixels and better image quality, and I'm guilty. I do the same thing. But this morning I was looking through my photos on my Lightroom, and I've got thousands of photos that are just memories, you know, just memories of my life, you know, things that are important to me. And I'm sure most of us have the same thing. You know, if you go through your old hard drives and old files, I'm sure you have pictures on there that were taken with your, you know, flip phone or with your old, you know, Fuji S100 or S3000 super zoom 3 megapixel camera. And, you know, you have all these pictures, and now that you look back at them, you know, it's different than you were looking at them 25 years ago, you know, 20 years ago. You know, you're looking at them now, and a lot of the people that, for me at least, and I'm not trying to get all bummer on you, it's not a bummer for me. A lot of people in these pictures aren't with us anymore. And these old 4 megapixel, 3 megapixel images are all I have left to look at. And I look back at them fondly. And you know, the image quality doesn't matter. It doesn't. So I can't blow it up to a poster size, but I can print an 8x10. And now with Photoshop and raising your resolution inside of Photoshop, I mean, these lower megapixel cameras, it's really the software you have today is the great equalizer. That's the same with like Micro Four Thirds sensors. You know, you have programs like Topaz and DxO. They're like the great equalizer for these cameras. I mean, they clean up noise, they fix things. So, you know, I think the message I'm sending is that, you know, I'm going to try not to get so caught up in, you know, image quality and megapixels throughout this next year, and more just capturing memories, things that, you know, mean something to me, not just random photos. When you look at these pictures that I'm going to put up on the screen, these are, I handpicked some of these out of thousands of pictures I have. These are pictures of friends and things we did, all the things that have special memories for me. And like I said before, these were shot with 4 megapixel, 5 megapixel, 3 megapixel cameras. Does that make the pictures no good? Well, no, I think it's what the pictures represent more than, you know, the processor that processed them and the, you know, the megapixels that were there, or the size of the sensor, or, you know, the type of lens I had on. Well, these were all point and shoot cameras. So, you know, they were, of course, at the time, these were top of the line cameras when I purchased them. They were quite expensive, and they really allowed me to save these memories. So, and just like film before it, all those boxes of pictures I have, you know, that we go through, those aren't replaceable. We can't replace those. And I challenge everybody to go through your old pictures. Do it. Just go through them all. Take a look at you in the past. take a look at your family in the past. Look at people you've loved and lost, vacations you've taken and maybe shaped your thoughts on the world, things that, you've done, and kind of step back and appreciate, what we have in this world today, and not get caught up in all the hype and craziness. I mean, I do the same thing. I mean, I do these videos, and although I must say a lot of my videos I do on older cameras, more budget friendly kind of stuff, when I can, but yeah, it's kind of a random video, and I'm rambling a little bit, but I was going through the pictures thinking to myself, Christmases from years past, 97, 98, 99, early 2000 trips. These things were captured on these cheap, well, they're cheap now, but back then they were pretty expensive, digital imagery. So, I mean, I think I even have some that are on the old Sony one with the floppy disk in it. I mean, I think that was 1 megapixel or 2 megapixels. So, yeah, not super exciting. But anyway, I just put together this montage of all these old pictures. So all these pictures are pre-2012, I think. All these pictures are pre-2012. And they're all taken with low megapixel point and shoot cameras. And like I said before, they're all memories of mine. And like I said, I challenge you to go ahead and pull those pictures out. Maybe jump in your editor and make a montage for your family to see. Throw some music behind it. Use the pictures. Maybe print a couple of them, put them up on the wall. These pictures are awesome, and it's a different time. So before I roll the montage, I want to thank you for stopping by, and thanks for sticking around if you did. It's kind of a, like I said, it's kind of a departure for me on the video. Just kind of, like I say, waxing nostalgic and thinking about, these old cameras, I love this camera, this S3000. I took this thing everywhere with me. I mean, live view, it had live view on it. I don't even know if it works anymore. It might. But anyway, there's some pictures in there of a friend of mine, Bruce, who passed away in 2017. And we were like running partners. We did everything together. We would take, trips every year, and we go to all these cool places, and we did it on motorcycles, and we just would travel all over the place, thousands of miles. And when I lost him, it was a pretty big hit to my life. There's pictures of my father, which I lost 2 years ago, and the friends that I've lost, and just some good memories too. So they don't have to be. It doesn't. When you look at these pictures, you don't have to feel sad. You can feel good about it. These are times that you had. We're all getting older in this world, and time waits for no man. So enjoy the times you have. All right, I'm gonna roll the montage. Thanks for watching, and you have a good one.